I am 30 years old and I've never had a boyfriend, and everybody seems to be confused about my dating life, and honestly, so am I. So let's take it from the start. Let me give you a big ol' update on how my dating life is going, how my dating life has been, and how I hope my dating life is going to go. So I, full disclosure, didn't really start dating until, I would say, this year. This year is in 2025, in September. I had gone out on dates, but I had never seriously put myself out there and really committed to dating, which I think is kind of what you have to do, unfortunately. I didn't in college because I went to a very religious school. I went on 3 dates with a guy, and then he was like, let's define the relationship and are we going towards marriage? And it scared me. So then I stopped dating. And then in California, I really didn't date. So the first time I went on multiple dates was early 2025. I was dating. We had gone on 3 dates with this guy from Long Island, and honestly he just lived too far away. He lived an hour and a half away, and it just was too long. And honestly, he didn't tell he told a lot of stories that weren't that great, so I was just not that interested in him. So I broke it off with him, and I did it over text, but I was very nice about it. I think you are allowed to break up with people over text. I just think you should not ghost people, which brings me to September, where a lot of people are confused because I was going out with a guy that I called Book Boy, and I also had high hopes for Book Boy. I met him at a dating event because in September I decided that I was putting my full, I'm putting all of my effort into dating. And so I redid all my apps. I was going to a bunch of different dating events, matchmaking events, speed dating events. I went to a matchmaking event and a speed dating event. Speed dating event, there was nobody there that I was super, super interested in. So that didn't really work. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's snowing outside, guys. But the matchmaking event is where I met Book Boy, and I met some other guys, but nothing really came from those guys. I really thought that I liked Book Boy. He was very nice. He was very kind. He was goofy and sarcastic and whatever. There were a lot of red flags for why we wouldn't be good together. Number one, he didn't like to travel. Number two, he didn't want kids, and I want kids, and I love to travel. Number three, he wasn't close with his family, and he didn't really see an issue with that. And I understand that there are people out there that have hard relationships with their family, but those people still typically are I wish I was close to my family. I wish I had that kind of family. He was yeah, I just don't really care about family that much. That's kind of a red flag to me because I'm a big family person. Oh my God, guys, it's literally stunning outside. I wish I could show you. I cannot. Anyways, focus, Sydney. Okay, so from essentially October to November, so 2 months, we were dating. We didn't ever, it was never boyfriend, girlfriend. It was never anything serious. And then on Thanksgiving, we texted back and forth, and then he was going to see Wicked. Let me just tell you exactly what happened. He was going to see Wicked, and he told me because we had talked about Wicked, and I was really excited to hear his thoughts because I had already seen it and I had talked to him a lot about it. Anyways, he was supposed to text me on Friday and tell me his thoughts of the movie, and he didn't, and I was oh, that's strange because we text every day. Whatever. So then I texted him the next day on Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I was, words. Oh, I was going to see Wicked. Sorry, I got distracted. I was going to see Wicked on Saturday, so I texted him. I was hey, I'm seeing Wicked again. Literally can't wait to hear your thoughts. No text back. So then I was traveling because I went to Germany and Austria with my mom on a group trip to the Christmas markets, and he didn't text me about that, which he knew it was kind of a big deal for me. And here's the thing, I don't need a good morning text, but when I'm going on a flight or when I'm traveling, a hope you're safe text or have a good flight text, does go a long way with me. Anyways, all that to say, he didn't text me at all. And so then I kind of let it go for a week. And then I was oh, I haven't heard from him. Let me text him and be hey, haven't heard from you. Hope everything is okay. No text. No, that was 2 weeks. And then I waited another week, whatever. There was multiple weeks in between these text messages. And then I kind of came to the conclusion and decided that he was ghosting me. And so I texted him again being hey, it's fine if you don't want to go out with me anymore. That's perfectly fine. I just wish you would have been man enough to text me and not just ghost me. So that was that. And then I stayed in California for a couple weeks because I was visiting my parents for the holidays. And I theoretically was going to go on dates in Orange County, California, where I'm from. But I have never had good Orange County dates. So I was just like, let's not do that. I like had one set up with this guy and then he was like kind of annoying me. So then I didn't go through with it. I like texted him and was like, hey, sorry, I'm not interested anymore. Because again, I can communicate unlike a man who apparently just ghosts. Let me take a little Coke break. Yum. Okay. So then I come back and I'm like, I'm going to go after dating again. And I had decided to set myself a goal for 2026 to go on 20 dates, but the holidays, whatever, is hard to date. So I was like, I'm just going to take any date that like is presented to me. So I matched with this guy and we're gonna call him Central Park Man. He is from a foreign country. He's from Turkey. He is so nice. When I met him, I did not know that he was from another country because I like, yes, I read through their profiles, but like, I just didn't catch that it said he was from Istanbul, whatever. That's my bad. But we met and we matched and he was so nice and he has the cutest little accent. It's not a little accent. He has a cute accent. He's handsome. He's really kind. He tells great stories. He's super close with his family. We went on a really cute Central Park walk. He bought me hot chocolate and he bought me a little cream puff. He like found this place that has apparently really viral cream puffs. And we went and we had a great time and we went on the date for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It was like really cold outside and I had Melvin with me. We went on a Central Park date, walk date. And we both had a great time. We exchanged numbers because I typically don't get my number until the first date. So we exchanged numbers, had a great time. And then I don't want to say unfortunately, but like he had to go back to Turkey. He lives in the United States, but he needed to renew his visa. So he went back to Turkey to renew his visa. So he's been in Turkey for 3 weeks. We have still been texting. I texted him on his flight day and I said, hey, hope you have a safe flight. He texted me the next day. Thank you so much. Landed safely. All that jazz. He sent me pictures of Istanbul. He asked me about the snow days in New York. I sent him pictures. Like we've been communicating. I think he's coming back next week. So I'm hopeful that we'll go on a second date, but like, again, like we haven't been communicating every day because he's with family and he's very close with his family and he has a lot of family. So I just didn't want to like put anything onto him. Anyways, so that is Central Park guy. Then I went to another matchmaking event and I made a bunch of TikToks about this, but basically I gave my number to, well, I took a lot of men's numbers and a lot of them rejected me. One of them ended up being a total creep who literally was like, can I come over? Can I come over? Can I come over? Had to block him. Literally crazy. He ended up having a criminal record and was, you know, is that the symbol for that? I don't know what the symbol for that is, but you know what I'm saying, right? Okay, you know what I'm saying. And then there was one guy that I met that's really nice. We're going to call him Broadway Boy because he works on Broadway. He's really nice, really cute. We've been texting, like really good vibes. He's currently traveling as well. So, that's that. But hopefully we're going to go on technically like a first date, but like a second date. You know what I'm saying? It's a first date. We're going to go on a first date. And then I might potentially be talking to a man from London. I cannot confirm or deny that. Also, he follows me on IG. So, he's gonna see this, but I do find him really attractive. We have not had, okay, here's the thing. We matched, he was in New York and we matched on his last day here and he was like, come get coffee with me. And unfortunately I was going to a party, so I could not. So then I was like, but I think like this guy's really attractive and like, okay, I've always wanted a London boyfriend, right? Their accents are so cutie patootie. So I just started messaging him and I was like, well, we can still like flirt, whatever. And then the conversation's been really good. And do I know what's going to come from it? No, but I'm letting myself have a good time and maybe I'll end up with a London boyfriend. Who knows? I haven't been in London since July. I could go again. I could go in. I have a friend that lives there. Alyssa, can I come visit you and potentially go on a date with this man? Anyways, but yeah, we've been talking like every day. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. And then I'm on Hinge. I've had a bunch of guys like want to take me on dates, but then they don't plan anything. And I'm just like not going to sit on these apps all day and like try and get a man to ask me out. Like either you want to ask me out or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So that's my dating update right now. Currently we have like 3 contenders, which I don't even know enough about them to like call them contenders, but I'm currently seeing 3 guys, but I'm not even seeing them. That's hard. That's weird to say. I'm currently like talking to 3 guys, Central Park Man, who's in Turkey, Broadway Boy, who's currently in California, and London Man, who's currently in London. So that's that. I'm still on Hinge. I was on an AI dating app for a second, but I really hated it because it was like not sending me it would ask me my preferences and then send me every man that was not in my preferences. Like my preference, even though I'm currently talking to guys from all over the world, my current preference is like Manhattan. Like I would like to date somebody in Manhattan. Anyways, all that to say, we're still on Hinge. One of my friends she's a Jewish matchmaker. Like she has I don't know why I did this. She's matched 3 couples. So I literally had dinner with her and I was like, hi, here's everything that I want in a man. And she took it down. And then I went to Shabbos lunch with my neighbor, and my neighbor is who introduced me to this matchmaker. They're friends. And I'm also friends with this person too. Like she's not just matchmaker, like we're friends. And I was talking to him and he goes, oh no, she's taking it so seriously. And I was like, okay, slay. So matchmaker, make me match. I'm hopeful. And that is my dating update. I got nothing else to tell you, but I hope you're less confused because I'm not. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just trying to live my life, but that's that. And I'm doing this thing where I'm uploading 7 videos in a row. Well, seven videos, 7 days in a row. So 1 video a day for 7 days. Here's today's video. Have a great rest of your day, guys.